skeptical. So let me go ahead and get started. My name is Lee, and I'm going to be sharing my results with you today from getting started with digital marketing. I have made $2,900. I'm going to be breaking down exactly how this works and how to get started, but I've made $2,900 over the last 3 weeks. Now, I did start before that. We're going to talk about, how all of that works, but it did take, just a couple of weeks for me to get going and kind of get my rhythm and figure out what I'm doing. And then since that first sale, I actually had a $100 sale come in that first day. And then I'm like, this is amazing. Like that $100 might as well have been $1,000, right? And so welcome. My name is Lee. Let me know in the comments where you're tuning in from. I'm going to be sharing with you. I'm just telling about those first sales coming in. And so the first sale I had was $100. And I was just saying it might as well have been thousands of dollars because I'm like, this system works. I have an automation system that's out there working for me. I have, this proven blueprint that I'm following, and it worked. And so that first sale came in. I took my kids out to ice cream to celebrate because I'm like, this is amazing. That $100 might as well have been, $1,000 that we were celebrating, because I knew that, if I had the system working for me and I could do it again, then, more sales would be coming in. While we were there celebrating, I had a $900 sale come in. That is, four figures. That's $1,000 in a single afternoon with this program because of me showing up on things like this. This is part of our workday, is showing up on lives. And so I'm going to be sharing with you exactly how I did this and how I've been able to bring in $2,900 over the last 3 weeks for my family. I'm going to be breaking it all down. I've got my website here. You need to put in the W's. My friends over here, I need to mirror so you can read this. Okay, so 3 W's and then empoweredpassiveincome.com. That's where you're going to go to learn how this all works and to be able to get started yourself. And so again, I am brand new. I did not even know this term of digital marketing. I had no idea this even existed. Probably about 8 weeks ago, maybe even less than that, because I got started and I still didn't know the term. That was a new term to me. I had never heard of this, did not know it existed. And so again, over the past 3 weeks, I've been able to bring in $2,900 for my family, being totally skeptical, not knowing if this would work, not knowing what it all was, but jumping in anyway because I knew that something had to change. So let me tell you a little bit about my story before we get going. Again, my name is Lee. I am from Washington State. So it is still early here. It's before my kids are up. I have 4 kids. I've got one at camp this week, but I'm realizing, how fast time goes. My oldest, the one at camp, he's 14. And then my youngest is going to be 2 next month. And I'm going, okay, I do not want any more time to pass without me having, that time to be able to invest in them while they're still home. And so a day before my 40th birthday, which was the end of May, I'm like, something has to change because I was doing all of the things. As a stay-at-home mom, I felt like I was the one responsible for our family's finances. Like I'm the one who pays the bills. I'm the one who does the grocery shopping, right? I got to make it all work out at the end of the day. And with the economy, how it is, it's been tough. It's been hard. And so it's meant that, I've done all of the things to be able to stay home with my kids and to not have to go back to my job. And I've clipped coupons. I've made do. I've done without, I've done all of those things. I've worked side hustles. I have, tried online business. I have literally tried all of the things to be able to stay at home with my kids. But at the end of the day, it was taking away time from my family. And more than that, I was so worn out and so exhausted that I couldn't even function. I couldn't be the kind of mom that I wanted to be. Welcome. Thanks for joining in. Let me know where you're from. Again, my name is Lee. I'm in Washington State. I'm just telling a little bit about my story, how I got started with digital marketing. Prior to getting started, I was so exhausted from trying to make it all work out. So tired. I was stressed and anxious about how everything was going to get paid. We were getting hit with, $1,000 medical bills every month, $1,000 car repair bills every month. Yes, you can have an emergency savings, and yes, you should have an emergency savings, but even with an emergency savings, you have to replenish that. And if you're having those types of bills and, appliances break and those types of things popping up a lot sooner than you think, like on a monthly or weekly basis, you have to have a way to be able to, replenish those funds. You have to have a way, or you're going to keep going, in the hole further and further. And it was just stressing me out so much, just trying to keep up with everyday expenses, trying to keep up with a growing family. Now I have 4 kids. So we're a family of 6. Just putting food on the table these days is tough, right? So I knew that day before I turned 40, I'm like, I do not want to go another decade of living this type of life, of being so exhausted. I couldn't even function, so exhausted that I didn't even like being around myself. And so I knew that I could not go another decade living that way. And so I made a one-time investment in myself. And I am so glad, you guys, that I did, because just in the few short weeks since I've gotten going, I feel like I have gotten an amazing gift of getting my time back, of getting my life back, of waking up feeling full of hope and full of joy, and knowing that I'm making an impact at the same time in other people's lives. And that is the most important thing to me, is being able to make a difference in other families' lives. Again, I am so excited to be on this with you. I'm going to be breaking down this number, how I hit this in the last 3 weeks, and how all of this breaks down. So again, I am brand new to this, just started a few weeks ago. And so, I am still learning myself. I'm still, figuring out how it all works, but I want you to know that you can start bringing in sales right away. Is it going to be, it's not a get rich quick scheme. It's not something that you're going to be able to, maybe jump in from day one and start seeing consistent results. This is about learning skills, and it's about learning our process to be able to bring in income on a daily basis for your family. All right, so the very first step in this to be successful with digital marketing is to have the right product. Now, there's a lot of different products that are out there. You can create your own products. You can, start your own business. You can do, all of those things. They're all going to take time. They're going to take time to have to build a website. They're going to take time, like months, to create products. They're going to take, all of the marketing behind that, and then waiting for testimonials to come in and waiting to see if it works. And so the way that I was able to get started and hit a number like this, just in a few weeks, is starting with a done for me product. I didn't have to go out and create anything. I didn't have to, go and create a website. That website even was set up for me. So you don't have to have any tech skills. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining in. So excited to be with you this morning and starting my day with you again. So the website is done for you. You don't have to have tech skills. It's basically set up, and you're going to go and plug in your name. So again, this is my website. You're going to put in the 3 W's and then empoweredpassiveincome.com. Again, my name is Lee, for those of you who are just jumping on. And so the website is done, as well as the products are done. So you don't have to figure out how to create something. You don't have to, figure out how to put together a course or a digital product that you're going to sell. These are all done for you, and that's how you're able to hit the ground running, and it's how you're able to make sales right away and have a product that works. Have a product that you don't have to sit around for months waiting for testimonials to come in. We have testimonials. We know this works. And today I'm sharing my own story of how I hit this $2,900 just in 3 weeks. And so this very first step is to have the right products, and to have products that have what is called master resale rights. So this simply means that you have the right to sell these products. You didn't make them, but you have the rights to be able to sell them. Now, I have 4 different products that are available that I invested in myself. Again, if this is a one-time investment, there are no ongoing costs, there are no reoccurring costs, which is amazing. What other businesses are out there that you can say that about, that you have no ongoing costs? So welcome. Thank you so much for joining in. And so I've got 4 different products, and these are essentially 4 different income streams that are out there working for me. They're out there, bringing me in sales. I have sold every one of these products. I'm going to be breaking down, exactly how I got to this number with these products. But with all of these, this is what's the amazing thing about having master resale rights, is that you actually are able to make 100% profit. So you're not going to lose out money to somebody else because you own the product. You're going to get that 100% product directly to your bank account. When you set up your website, you're going to get all the videos to walk you through this. If you're like, hey, I'm not a tech person, it's 95% done for you. Those web pages are done for you. It's going to be simply putting in your name, following along with step-by-step videos to put in your name, and then put in your payment gateways. That's simply the place where you take payments. So it would be, kind of like PayPal, but there's Stripe, and that's kind of the business version of PayPal. And so you're going to set up those payment gateways, and so that your customers are able to pay you directly. That's how you're able to make 100% profit. This is not an MLM. You're not making somebody else rich off of this, which is amazing. Like, if you've come from the MLM world, you're doing all of the work, you're the hamster on the wheel, and then somebody else is getting rich off of you. You're making, I don't know, I don't come from an MLM background, but you're making maybe $20, or you're doing a $20 sale, and then you're pocketing like a small fraction of that, right? And so it can take a lot of work and a lot of effort to be able to hit your goals. And so with these 4 products, we get 4 income streams when you join with the Legacy Builder level. That is what I joined at. And so that gives me 4 different income streams. And this gives me a $900 income stream. It gives me a $600 income stream, a $300 income stream, and then a $100 income stream. Now I'm going to break exactly what these are down for you. And so each of these products are in the e-learning industry. They help people learn how to run an online business, how to start an online business, how to be successful in the digital world. Welcome. Thanks for joining in. And so with these products, this is in the biggest industry out there, the fastest growing industry out there. This is actually $1.2 billion per day industry that people are willing to spend money to learn the skills, to invest in themselves, to be able to have the skills to live in the digital world that we're now in 2024. And so I do have these 4 different income streams that are out there working for me in this highly in demand space. And so I'm going to break this down for you exactly of how I use these 4 different income streams to hit that $2,900 in the last 3 weeks. So I'm going to go ahead and erase this so I have a little bit more room. So this first product, this is our Launchpad. This is going to help people get started with online business. It's going to help them launch, right? So I have sold 2 of these. And so this is $200. Again, this is 100% profit that is going directly to my bank account. And then the $300 product is our passive daily pay blueprint. This is to help you make passive income, on a reoccurring basis, on a daily basis. And so I have had 1 sale of that. And so that's $300. So that brings my total up to $500. Now I'm going to show you how, show you the kind of the math behind this, because if you're looking at these 4 different products and you're going, okay, which one should I do? I don't really know where I should start. If I would have come in at the Launchpad level and only had that 1 income stream that's out there working for me, I would have, only made $200. Like $200, that's great. Like that's some extra money. It can help. But I obviously hit a lot more than that. So I'm going to show you, continue with this and show you exactly how. So then if I would have come in at this passive daily pay, I would have had 2 income streams that were out there working for me. I would have had the 300 and then the 100. So I would have made $500 in the last 3 weeks. Okay, like this is getting better, right? And so then our next product, our $600, is our Digital Mastery. And so I did sell one of those. And so that brings, if I would have come in at this level, that is $1,100, right? So $1,100 between, one at 600, one at 300, and then two at the 100. So $1,100 in 3 weeks. Like that's pretty good, right? Like that's something to start getting excited about. But this is where, it starts to get really exciting, is our $900 legacy builder. So with that, again, you get all four of these income streams. You get the 900, you get the 600, you get the 300, and you get the 100. So you have all four of these income streams that are out there working for you. And this 900 is our best selling product. It has done over $10 million, this product alone, in the last 90 days. So I did sell two of those. Now, I have not been around for the full 90 days. I've only been around for the last few weeks of that. And so then how this works out, 900 times 2, 1,800. And so that brings my total, instead of 1,100, if I would have come in at the Digital Mastery, because that's kind of what I was looking at. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know how this all works. I'm super skeptical. I don't think I can do it. Maybe I should try coming in at the Digital Mastery first. If I would have done that, I would have made $1,100. Okay, now we add that 1,800 to it. That's the 2,900. So you can see how this adds up so quickly, and how, I'm so glad that I made that decision to go with that legacy builder level, because then, if I wouldn't have, I would have been leaving $1,800 on the table. Now, this is where it gets really, really wild. I'm going to be breaking this down for you, exactly of how these sales come in, exactly of how, we have an automation system that's out there working for us so that we're able to follow a 2-hour workday. But this is where it gets even wilder, is that you have a 2-hour workday with this that you're going to learn, that you're going to follow, that you're going to commit to. And with that 2-hour workday, you're putting in the same effort, whether you have, just one income stream of $100, or you've got all four income streams of 100, of 900, 600, 300, 100. You're going to put in the same 2-hour day. You're going to do the same exact tasks during the 2 hours. And so for me, then I'm looking back and I'm going, oh, I am so glad that I jumped in at the legacy builder level, because had I not had a whole lot of faith in myself, I probably would have done this, and then I would have been at 200, which is great. There's nothing wrong with that. But, suddenly at $2,900, I'm going, this is life-changing. This is a life-changing amount just in the last 3 weeks for my family. This means, that I don't have to worry about how we're going to get by. I don't have to worry about if we're going to get the bills paid. I have enough to cover, anything that pops up. And just, when this money started coming in, we actually had appliances break, and we had a car repair bill and all those things. And in my, previous life, I would have been like, okay, I've got to hustle harder. I've got to work harder. I've got to put in more time. But I had the money because I had the system that was out there, working for me. And I was able to not have all of that stress and not have all of that anxiety around how I was going to pay for those bills. And so I'm going to jump into how the system works. I'm going to go ahead. If you want to screenshot that, grab that screenshot so you can see exactly how this math breaks down and how I got to that $2,900. But this is easier than you think. And just a few weeks ago, I kind of had made this into this big mountain of this is going to be really hard. This is going to be really tough. I don't know what I'm doing, and I didn't know what I was doing, but I jumped in. I followed our process. I followed our step-by-step plan, and I just did the things that I was supposed to do during that 2 hours. I'm going to show you exactly what that is. And now looking back, it's why was I so scared? Why was I so, why did I make this into something that I thought was going to be really hard? Why did I make this into something that I thought that I couldn't do, right? And so again, this is our products. They are done for you. The website's done for you. It's simply plugging in your information. You're going to get step-by-step how to plug in your own website. So mine is 3 W's. You need to put those in, and then empoweredpassiveincome.com. That will let you look at those 4 different products available and then help you make the right decision for you. But for me, I knew it was the legacy builder. And with any of these products, all you need to do to be able to make your investment back is sell one. Like, don't you think you could just sell one? And so I knew at that point, when I was looking at those different products and trying to decide for myself, I knew that, I could either not act and not, you continue with life how it was, and I was going to continue to be exhausted. I was going to continue to be worn out. I was going to continue to be tired. I was going to continue to, not have that time with my kids and feel like I had to hustle to get bills paid, hustle to get those unexpected expenses met. And the other option was, okay, I could jump in, and then all I needed to do, like, I totally skeptical. I didn't think I could do this. I didn't think it would work. I didn't know how it all worked, but I could jump in, and then, just one sale would pay myself back. And then, worst case scenario, I would be out nothing, right? Best case scenario, there is so much potential on the other side for you. So again, this is just getting started. This is, $2,900 in the last 3 weeks. It did take me a few weeks to get going with this. Probably a week of it was just the mental of like, what did I just do? I don't know what I'm doing, and trying to go through our videos. And it is super step by step. It's going to make you feel like you can do this, because they are, short videos. You're going to follow through. You're going to follow along to be able to get your website set up, to be able to get your payment gateways set up. And all of these, the amazing part of this is all of these sales have come in via my automation system. And like the products, again, the products are done for you. So, you get them, it's a one-time investment, you're done. The automation system is also done for you. You don't have to go out and create something. You don't have to try and figure out what works. You don't have to do trial and error for weeks and months on end. You're getting a proven system. You're getting a proven automation sales funnel that works. And so this is 95% done. You're simply going to plug in your payment gateways, your information, all of that. And there are videos to walk you through all of this. If you're going, okay, I don't even know what a payment gateway is, you can do this. And so this is done. I'm going to go ahead and check that off, because you can say, okay, my products are done. My automation is done. This is a proven system. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with my computer people. I'm going to take you down over here and show you inside of our community some of the wins that are happening. And then I'm going to break down exactly how our 2-hour day works and what we're doing during that. And then lastly, how sales come in. So stay with me, and I'm going to give me just a second to get this all set up here. I'm going to hope that I don't drop my phone, and then get you guys flipped around. And then inside of all of these products, with every single one of these 4 products, you're going to get access. In addition to those products, and in addition to those step-by-step directions, you're also going to get access to our digital growth community. Again, this comes with all 4 of those products. This is, at no extra cost. There's no ongoing cost to be part of this. This is where we're getting mentoring from 6-figure and 7-figure earners. Like, you cannot say that about any other program, that you're going to have access to 7-figure earners without, having to pay a monthly reoccurring cost. You probably have to pay, thousands of dollars a month to be able to join masterminds like that, to get access to these types of mentors. And so this has really been an amazing piece of the journey for me, having access to that, and having, that type of mindset being spoken into my life. And so this is more than just the mentoring. You actually get a whole entire community of people who are doing this. And then in our classroom area, this is where there's all types of different things going on right now. So right now we've got a 90-day success sprint. Ignore the progress. I do these every single day because they are so important. So we're about, I think we're on day 9 right now. And the goal of these success sprints is to be really focused during the 90 days on your goal. And so the kind of generic goal is $30,000 in 90 days, which can sound crazy. We've got other people that, are just getting started. Their goal might be 10,000. We've got other people that are doing this success sprint and their goals like 100,000. Like, these numbers will really just blow your mind, but these are just simple mentoring sessions, like 6 minutes, to be able to jump onto a call and figure out, okay, what is it that I need to focus on today? What do I need to do today to help me reach that goal? And so that's the one that we're currently doing. And this is just a little sample of what's inside here. And this is in addition to all of the products. And then there's there's mentorings, there's trainings, there's tech calls happening on a weekly basis. So I'm just showing you my calendar, but there's literally help at your fingertips in all of these places. During our mentoring sessions, we're put in breakout rooms so that we can have those breakthroughs and be able to share ideas in a smaller group. And then inside of our community, these are the wins that are inside of our community. And I come in here. So in our community, you can come and ask questions. And then in our wins, so this is where you're going to go, and you're going to be able to get so inspired from this. And I check these every single day because you're going to see people who are making their first sales online. They've never had an online business. They're just getting started, and they're able to jump in and start making sales. You're going to see other people who have been able to hit like numbers that don't even make sense, numbers that are like hard to even imagine. And so we've got Louise, and she said she just made her first sale. So it was $100 sale. And then Lizelle, $1,600 morning. So a month's salary in a couple of hours. So she is in South Africa. So the conversion's a little bit different. Currency's a little bit different there. But for her, that's, a month's salary. So $1,600. I mean, even $1,600 here in the US is pretty amazing, right? And then Christelle, she is killing it. She has made $20,000 in the first 15 days of July. So again, she's another one from South Africa. And I love that we're able to help people from around the world change their lives. Stormy, 38,000 since June 14th. So that's like, a little over a month ago, she's made $38,000. Like, these are amazing numbers, right? And then Lisa, so she's made 10,000 in 30 days. That was her goal. She said, 10,000, she hit 10,200 on her 1 month anniversary. 10,000 in 30 days is possible. She says she has big belief as she shares what she did. And I love that about this community, is that people are sharing their wins, sharing their knowledge, sharing, how it is that they did it. Joanne, she made $7,200 in 12 days. $300 away from my $10,000 goal. So $900, first $900 in the 90-day challenge. Again, that 90-day challenge just started. We have people jumping in for the first time. This is my first, full 90-day challenge. But to be able to jump in and have that focus, to have those mentorings, to have those videos that we're able to, plug into and get the help that we need for the day. We have somebody else who made their first sale. So I did it $900 on day one. So that is not going to be true for everybody, but you will see that happen quite a bit of people making those first sales just in their first few days. So we've got another $900 sale during my live session. For the first time, I made 2 $900 sales in one day. So 2 $900 sales, that's like $1,800, right? And so having that, being able to hear that other people are doing this. And she goes on to say, she made some other sales too, which is crazy to have those automation systems that are out there working for you, having a proven system, having a proven product that is getting these types of results for people. So we have another 300. We have another, almost 900 in the last 7 days. What else do we have? Cassie, she made $6,300 in her first 17 days. She says, I'm astonished, which I totally get that. I'm astonished and beyond grateful for this incredible community, to Michelle, her team, the vision to create this top tier opportunity for us. So it's so amazing to be able to see families' lives that are being changed because of this. We got Tony, he said 3,600 in 3 weeks. I ain't mad about that. Yes, that is something to not be mad about. That is something to be so excited about. And then Tracy, $1,800 in less than 24 hours. And these are wins that are happening like just in the past few days, few hours, because I'll come back here, I could come back here in 30 minutes and there's going to be brand new wins that are being posted. And there's going to be brand new, people who are jumping in and making that first sale. And it's so inspiring to see those. And I do, jump in every day and look through those, because it can be so inspiring, especially to somebody who is just getting going like myself, to see what is possible, to see that this system works, to see that how, our whole automation system works. and how, following this 2 hour workday is changing people's lives, because at the end of the day, that is really what it's all about, is being able to help somebody else change their life, being able to offer them the hope that they can have, a different life, that they can go from just getting by, of just paying the bills, of just barely making ends meet, to be able to have a place where they're able to provide for their families, they're able to give their families the life they want, and they're able to have enough to be a blessing to others, to have enough to support the ministries that are on their heart, to have enough to be able to give away and make a difference in other people's lives. And that's where it gets, really exciting for me, looking at those possibilities and going, okay, people are doing this. People who have no tech skills, people who have started with zero following, they're jumping in and they're learning a simple process. And so that's going to bring me to the next thing that I'm going to talk about, is our 2 hour workday. So again, this actually really, really scared me, probably about 3 to 4 weeks ago, knowing what was involved with the 2 hour workday. But I knew that something had to change in my life, because I was just so tired from trying to work side hustles, trying to, run an online business, trying to clip coupons, trying to make do, trying to make ends meet. I cut all of my family's hair. That's 5 heads of hair, right? I was trying to do all the things just to make it through the month and just to be able to get bills paid. But so I knew that something had to change. I knew that I needed to do something different. I knew that, I couldn't keep going along the same path I was on and expect different results, right? And so I was willing to jump in, learn the skills. I was willing to learn our 2 hour workday to be able to get my life back. And you guys, I'm so glad that I did. I'm actually, able to enjoy my kids while they're home for the summer. They're home. I'm on this call doing part of my 2 hour workday before they're even up. The majority, 75% to 90% of my 2 hour workday is going to be done before they're even up this morning. I am on the West Coast, so it's still early here. And so this 2 hour workday, what this involves, and now looking back in hindsight, I'm like, why did I hype this up in my mind of how hard it was? Why did I scare myself of like how difficult this was going to be? And now looking back, I'm like, what was I so scared of? This is actually super easy. And more than that, it's energizing to my day. It's not draining to my day. It's not exhausting. I don't get done with my 2 hour workday and then go, I'm worn out. I need a nap. Like, this actually fills me up, right? And so, because I know that I'm helping others, I know that I'm able to help other families change lives. All right. So this 2 hour workday, how this breaks down, part of it is learning. So this is going to be jumping in to the community, like I just showed you. It's going to be jumping into those 90-day success sprints. It's going to be getting that training that you need. And so at the beginning, when you're just getting going, this is going to take up a little bit more of your time, right? You're going to jump in and be like, okay, I don't know where I'm going. You're going to be spending the majority of your time going through those videos, getting everything set up. That was my first, couple of weeks, is just doing that, figuring out what it is that I'm doing. Right now, it's simply, going in, plugging into that 90-day success sprint. It's about 6 minutes. I also look through the wins. That's like, a quick scan with you guys of being able to get inspiration for the day and going, okay, other people are doing this. Other people are having success, and they're seeing, like, you saw some of those really big results and going, wow, like, this is possible. And you're starting to go, okay, all of the dreams and goals that I thought were never going to happen, the debts that I thought were never going to get paid off for decades, all of those things that I want to do that I just couldn't see a way before, they're now suddenly possible. And they're happening right before my very eyes. And so with this 2 hour workday, part of it, that's jumping into the community, getting those trainings, getting plugged in. And then the other piece of this is creating 3 pieces of content. And so this is going to be short pieces of content, and you're simply sharing your story. And so these take me about 15 to 30 minutes for the day. It will get faster as you do it. I had never made one of these types of pieces of content before. I started on TikTok with 0 followers. I started on TikTok not even having the app. I had to go and get the app. I had to figure out what it was that I was doing and how, to even navigate, like to post something, right? I had never been on the platform before. And so this is 3 pieces of content that can be, it can be on TikTok, it could be on Instagram stories, it could be on Facebook, whatever the social media is for you. For me, when I jumped into the community and I saw all of the wins that were coming off TikTok. That's why I decided to go with that platform. And so that is where I do post those 3 pieces of content to. And then the other piece of this, so this is about, 15 to 30 minutes, 15 minutes of training. And then the other piece of this is to either, so like right now I'm on a live call. That is part of my 2-hour workday. And if you're going, okay, like I can never do that. And I said the same thing a few weeks ago. So, I had to take back those words. But if you're going, okay, I can never do that, there are options for you as well. I can't promise that they're going to get the same results, because with the live, we're able to answer questions. We're able to, show up in person. But some other options for you are posting to free ad sites. So we have copy and paste, where you're simply going to copy and paste to free ad sites where people are looking for jobs, where people are looking for a way to make money from home. And I have seen success stories in the group, in the place where I showed you, where people are having wins with that. It's probably going to be faster to go the live route, which is why, I decided to go that route. I decided to get out of my comfort zone, because again, it was something that I knew that needed to change. I needed to get over that mental roadblock myself. And you guys, I'm so glad I did, because I have so much fun hanging out with you. And speaking of that, drop it in the question, or drop any questions in the comments. I'm more than happy to answer while I am here. And so for me, this is live, but there's also options of, posting to free ad sites where you're simply copying and pasting proven text to places where people are out there already looking for jobs. They're looking for ways to make money. And so we have that. We also have faceless marketing. So if you're going, okay, I can never put my face on a camera, I can never, take a picture of myself and post it to the world, we do have faceless marketing. And so with the faceless marketing, you're going to learn how to build a brand without, ever having to show your face. You're going to learn how to create pieces of content. You're going to learn how to create, even these 3 pieces of content without having to, put your face out into the world, or show, having to show up on camera. So there are options for everybody, for every type of personality. No matter how introverted you are, you can do this. And again, a few weeks ago, I said I would never do this. I would never go live, but I did. And I am so glad that I did, because I actually jump off of these calls energized. I jump off of these calls excited, knowing that I can show up and be able to connect with other people who were like me, being able to connect with other people who knew what it was like to be so exhausted they can't enjoy their own family, to be so exhausted from working all of the side hustles, of trying to make ends meet. Other moms who are wanting to have that time with their kids where they're actually present and not worrying about, am I going to be able to make it through the month? Am I going to be able to get those bills paid? Am I going to have an appliance settling break and not know how am I going to pay for it? Am I going to have a car break and have a car repair bill that I'm going to have to figure out how to get paid for? I'm actually able to be present with my kids. And I'm so thankful that I found this program, because it has literally changed my life. It has given me my time back with my kids. It's given me, the money to be able to go out and make memories with them before it's too late and they're grown and gone. It's given me hope and joy and peace back in my life that I didn't have before. And so I am so excited to be able to jump on calls. This is why I am so energized, so excited to show up every morning and to be able to hang out with you, to be able to answer your questions, because I have seen the results in my own life. I see what it is doing for myself. I see that I'm no longer tired. Like, I have the energy to be the type of mom that I want to be. I have the energy to be the type of wife that I want to be, that I wasn't having before, when I was so tired that I just couldn't function. All right, so that is our 2-hour workday. Again, this is simpler than what you think. It's simpler than, what it might seem like at first. And now that I've been doing this for, consistently for about 2 weeks, following this whole process, I'm seeing the results. I'm seeing numbers come in like this. That's how I've been able to hit that, is showing up consistently on a daily basis, on those live calls, creating those pieces of content. And now looking back, I'm like, this is actually really stupidly simple. It is actually really, easy. This was a lot easier than I thought it was. And this is just the beginning. Again, this is my result from the last 3 weeks. I did get started a few weeks before that, of going through our trainings, getting the automation set up, getting my website set up. So again, this is the website. You're going to put in the 3 W's, empoweredpassiveincome.com. But I want you to think about what having an automation system would do for your life. What if you could have a system that's out there working? What if you could learn our 2-hour workday? What if you could hit a number like this just in the next few weeks? What if you could have, a $900, a $600, a $300, a $100 income stream that's hitting your account on a regular basis? It's hitting your bank account. You have these income streams that are out there working for you. What would that do for your family's life? Would it mean that you could actually go grocery shopping without having to, figure out, okay, is this one 22 cents an ounce or is this one 24 cents an ounce? Should I, can I afford to get the milk today, or should I leave the eggs behind? Like, to be able to do that shopping, to be able to, maybe for you, it would be being able to take your kids on that vacation that you've always wanted to, but you just didn't have the money for, and being able to sit down and pull out the computer and going, okay, we are scheduling this. We're scheduling it before our kids aren't grown and out of the house. We don't have to check our bank account. We're able to pick where we want to go. We're able to let the kids, have input into where it is that we're going, what it is that we're doing. So think about having this sort of system, having these income streams out there working for you. Like, what would that feel like to be able to learn the skills where you're seeing $900 hitting your bank account, and you're seeing $900 hit your bank account on a daily basis? Is it going to happen right away? No, this is not a get rich quick scheme. Welcome. Thanks for joining in. This is not about, from day one, you're going to have success. This is about learning the skills to build up to the point of seeing daily pay. So if you joined now, yes, you might have a few sales, in the next few weeks. That is totally possible. But this is about getting you the skills to be able to have a consistent income, to be able to have daily pay, to be able to have daily money hitting your bank account. So it may take, a few weeks, few months. It's different for everybody, but it may take you a little bit of time to be able to learn those skills. And then let's say, Christmas rolls around and 2025 rolls around, and you've gone through our process. You've learned the system. You've learned, our 2-hour workday. You've learned how to create those 3 pieces of content, and you're seeing $900 show up on a daily basis in your account. So again, $900, actually didn't think I said this, $900 on, every single day, that works out to $328,000 a year. Like, how would that change your life? This is something to get really excited about, right? And you totally can learn these skills. You can jump in, learn our process, learn our system, learn all of the skills to be able to make this $900, and that is $328,000 a year. What would that do for your family? How would that make you feel? How would that change your life? And do you realize, like, if you do this number 328 for 2025, 2026, 2027, you are a self-made millionaire. That is the power of this system. This is the power of having an automation system that is out there working for you 24/7. This is the power of having a 2-hour workday where you're freeing up your life. You're getting your time back with your kids. You're getting your time back with your spouse. And this is, what is possible for you, for somebody who has no tech skills. Again, this is a done for you website. You don't have to figure out how to build a website. You don't have to figure out how to build web pages. It's 95% you're done. You're simply plugging in your website. This is mine. This is 3 W's you're going to type in, and then empoweredpassiveincome.com. You're going to be able to look through those 4 products and decide, which one is right for you. Again, for me, it was the Legacy Builders, because I knew that I needed that transformation. I knew that I wanted all 4 income streams working for me. And all 4 income streams, they're going to, all of those different products, you're going to have the same 2-hour workday. So now looking back, I'm like, I am so glad that I went with the Legacy Builder and have all 4 income streams working for me. If I would have come in at our launch pad, I would have only had 1 income stream of $100. So I would never have been able to hit a number like this. It's because I joined at the Legacy Builder, and I have had, $900 hitting my bank account at a time. That's how I'm able to hit a number like $2,900 in the last 3 weeks. So it was kind of a no-brainer for me. And again, all of these products all it takes for you to break even is just selling one. So I knew like this was not a risk at all for me. I knew I could at least make my money back, right? And then I knew that if it was as good as what it sounds, that my whole life could totally change. And I am seeing that myself, $2,900 in the last 3 weeks. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. Wish you a happy rest of your day. Again, you can go here to get started, to look at the products, to see how this whole automation system works, and to be able to go, okay, yes, I would love to learn the 2-hour workday. Yes, I would love to be able to have an automation system out there working for me. Yes, I would love to be able to have 4 income streams. It's all right here. 3 W's, empoweredpassiveincome.com. All right. Happy rest of your day and see you soon.